Hey guys, today I'm going to put out a level 2 diphtheria warning in the Philippines. The only way you can really fight off diphtheria is with penicillin or by getting a vaccination. There are a lot of people out there that have penicillin allergies. And in fact, that runs in my family. My father had a penicillin allergy and he couldn't take any penicillin for anything. So he had to take other types of antibiotics and stuff like that. So if you do have a penicillin allergy and you're worried about diphtheria or something like that, you might think about getting vaccinated for this. You might think about getting vaccinated anyway. If you're prone to anything like in your lungs or anything like that, or skin issues, you may actually think about getting this taken care of pretty quickly, because I'm prone to skin issues and also to lung issues. And if you get this here, it can wreak havoc on your skin and your lungs and a lot of other things. You may want to actually look into it. It's a pretty bad issue over here, in the Philippines, and in a lot of other countries too. It's actually getting more prevalent in some countries. In fact, in the Philippines. But I also want to warn people about hepatitis again over here. 16.7 or 16.9% of the people in the Philippines have hepatitis. Okay, and you may want to make sure that you also have your hepatitis vaccines when you come over here, because if you don't, you could be endangered over here. They say, think about it, 16.7, 16.9% of the people have it. A lot of people, today say, well, geez, Steve, I had that years and years ago. Also, vaccinations age out after a while, and they're finding this out now over time that people that were vaccinated as kids like us should retake some of these vaccinations. And you want to make sure that your immune system has time to catch up on some of this stuff. Give it a month from the time you get a vaccination before you get another vaccination. A lot of people get 2 or 3 vaccinations at once, and I've had that before, where I've gotten 2 or 3 vaccinations all at once, and I kind of felt kind of funky for like about 2 or 3 months afterwards. Justin's probably going to do a follow-up on this video, just as a FYI, guys. Also, before you come here, you may want to check up on your vaccinations before you come here. Make sure that they're all up to date and everything, because we have all kinds of issues over here with different types of things. We have the dengue fever. I don't recommend getting the dengue shot. Okay, that's one thing I don't recommend getting. But I do worry about TB a little bit. A lot of people over here do have TB, and if they cough or sneeze or whatever on a bus or a plane, that's why before we had COVID over here, a lot of people wore masks anyway, because they were worried about all the germs that could spread on a bus or an airplane or whatever. And when you go on a bus, or if you went on a bus or a jeepney before the COVID, you would still notice that a lot of people wore the masks. They wore the mask because they were worried about the spread of diseases over here in the Philippines. I just want to put that out there. So if you new guys coming over here, check into your shots. Ask your doctor which ones you should think about getting. I would ask them about diphtheria also. And I would also ask them about hepatitis, which hepatitis shots you should get. I just want to throw that out there, guys, because we have a lot of new guys coming in country now. And we're going to be talking about that more probably over the next coming weeks, about all the new people coming in here and the problems it's causing, because we're also having a lot of problems also with small crimes against expats, some big crimes against expats. I guess that some people were getting robbed up in Angeles. They got robbed by a lady boy up there, and they said it was 50,000 US. I think it was more like 50,000 pesos, but they did say 50,000 US. It was a Korean gentleman that got robbed. But I think that was like a misprint or a misunderstanding or something like that. I don't know why anybody would be walking around with $50,000 US in their pockets, or even in their luggage for that matter. I kind of doubt that story. But I did hear the story out there. I just want to put a warning out there, guys. Keep your heads up and keep your eyes wide open for anything. But remember, check on your vaccinations before you come here to make sure you're safe. God bless, guys. Take care. I hope you enjoyed today's show.